In this video, we explore the quantum model of reality and the paradigm shift that will help you manifest the things that you want in your life. Let's go. Now, if you're like me, I have a somewhat of a skeptical mind. Even though I've been studying the law of attraction, the law of assumptions, for many years through many different teachers, Abraham Hicks, Bob Proctor, and so on. And even though I believed in the law of attraction and I had amazing experiments, at the back of my mind, I wasn't fully convinced simply because, that logical, rational part of my mind was like, well, what are the facts? What are the tangible things? What is the science to prove this? Am I just like delusional and thinking, is this all just wishful thinking? So I always had that little thought at the back of my mind. And that's why I really enjoyed and loved the work of people like Dr. Joe Dispenza or Greg Braden or Bruce Lipton, because the moment I discovered their teaching and what they're, the gift they're giving to life and to all of us, I understood the science, I understood the fact, the research, the experiment, and all those things started to make much more sense to me. And I started to not only surrender more to this quantum way of living, but also I started to experience on a deeper level the result of making such a powerful shift in my own mindset, in my own reality, in my own paradigm. And when you do that, everything starts to change. And in my life, I've been blessed with phenomenal things that at some point were only a wish. I never knew how most of those things would manifest, and they did come true. And of course, I am just still a student, I am still learning, but every time I'm experiencing new things, I'm learning more, and I want to share the things that I learned along in my journey so that you too can start to experience deep level of shifts in your own life. Now, the way we experience reality really is based on time and space, 3D reality, based on the laws that we understand, most of them that came from Isaac Newton. We understand that if I want to do certain things or achieve a certain things, it's going to take time. And I'm going to need to do things in space. I'm going to need to take action. I'm going to need to take some tangible steps, apply myself, wait, and then things will come to a frustration, and then I will, manifest or create certain results. That's usually the level of understanding of reality that we all have, right? We are moving through space and through time, and things take time to create. But the quantum model of reality tells us that there is far more than meet the eyes. There's far more than meet the eyes, and that in reality things are much more different than what we think reality to be. And so we now know that there is a field of energy that connects all of us. Because the old model of reality tells us that I am me, you are you, and we are separate, and all of us are living our own unique lives, and there is nothing connecting us. But now we know that that's not true. In the space between us, in all things, everything is connected through this vast, endless, infinite field of energy that is often called the quantum field. And that this quantum field is the source of all of us and everything. And so we are all coming from the same source of creation. And some people call it the universe, the quantum field, God, consciousness, whichever words you prefer to describe it. But the implication is huge. Because now we know that I am not just me and you are not just you. We are all from the same source. And so everything that you desire is a possibility that is potentially able to be expressed here and now. And that what you are experiencing right here and right now is because of your state of consciousness. Now, where it gets really interesting is this thing called the observer effect. Quantum physics tells us that the act of observing something and expecting to find something is an act of creation itself. And they discovered that through doing all those double split experiments and so on. In order to keep things simple, the act of observing something is the act of creating. Now think about this for a second. We are always observing. Always. How? With our thoughts, our opinions, our feelings, our behaviors. So every moment of every day. Now, right now you're observing this video, but you're also making a value judgment about the content, about the quality, about all the things in your life that are coming through your stream of consciousness. And this is an observation. And through observing certain things, you recreate them in your place. So what does that really mean is that your state of consciousness right now is either perpetuating things as they are, because the way you think and feel reaffirm your present reality, or you are creating something new based on the infinite amount of possibility that are possible right now. Simply because you started to change the way you think, you change the way you observe, and this can create new positive change, or it can make things worse, because we are always possibly creating whichever things we want based on our free will, based on how we choose to observe things. So you could choose to create a harder financial situation for you because you feel like inflation is skyrocketing and the economy is bad, and I'm going to observe this and I'm going to put this into motion, I'm going to put my energy over there and I'm going to create this and I'm going to experience this. And this is how many people are often living, is that they are letting the environment telling them what to observe, what is true for them, and they're giving their attention, which is their energy. And so they are communicating to this field, this intelligent field that is always responding to us, that is always communicating with us and bringing things into our reality, that this is what I want, through observing something to be into space. But the positive things is that we can observe something new. And we now know that the way the field communicates, the language of the field, is feeling. And so the field responds to the way you feel, to what is often called your state, or your vibration, or your level of attraction. Different words that really means the same thing. It's how you feel right now. You are emitting this vibration to the field, and the field responds to that and match that energy to you back. This is what I like to call your state of consciousness. How you are, who you are being right now, is how you are communicating, and this is how the field of consciousness is responding to you. So we are always in a process of creating something. So how do we create using the quantum concept of reality, the quantum model of reality? Here's the thing: if the field responds to how we feel, then we need to elevate our thinking and elevate our feeling to match the reality of the things we desire. So how do you do that? You need to think from the end result and feel as if the thing that you desire, the experience that you desire, the situation that you desire is already done now. Because as you do this, you are observing that reality, that possibility in the infinite amount of possibility that is present now in the quantum field. You are observing it, meaning that you are collapsing the waves of possibility into particles of matter. And so you are activating that blueprint to not only experience it energetically, but also to find its way to you into your physical 3D reality. And how it will come is not really of yours to decide. It will come in a way that is judged by this infinite field to be the best for you. But the way to create using the quantum model of reality is really to go to the end, to assume that I am that person now, and how would I think, how would I feel if I already had the things that I want? How would I be experiencing this situation if I already were the way things I wanted it to be? Because it's such a drastic difference between where you are now and where you want to be. And where you are right now and the level of consciousness of where you need to be, there is a gap. And you need to bridge that gap by assuming that you are already there. And as you do that, you are emitting, you are vibrating, you are collapsing this energy, and the field is responding to you. And if you can maintain that energy, and if you can maintain that state, you will get to experience that reality also in your 3D reality. And this is what science is telling us. is that we have the ability to choose to collapse those possibilities, to create a new future by design, simply by observing the things that we want, simply by changing our state of consciousness. The challenge that we really have often is that where we are and where we want to be, or the things we have or the things we want to have, is very different. And often we resist where we are. So the key is to not resist where you are, because what you resist is also something you observe. And that's why they said that what you observe and what you resist persists. So you have to accept your situation, be at peace with where you are, and know and choose from this level of understanding to know that there are unlimited amount of possibility. And by simply bridging this gap in consciousness and raising the way you think and feel to match your desire state, and to simply be there for a period of time and simply experience the world from that place, is the way to create from a quantum perspective in a place that takes no time, no space, no effort, no one, nobody. And I know this is quite a paradigm shift from the Newtonian model of reality, where you need time, you need space, you need action, you need effort, you need to do and go about and do stuff. And I'm not saying that you're not going to need to take action. I'm not saying that it's just going to land in your lap. That's not what I'm saying. But that you can create your life in a far easier way, using the path of least resistance, by simply understanding that your state of consciousness, how you think and how you feel, is the key to open the door for you to become a match to the things that you desire, to find you in so much easier way than to hustling matter by matter. And the way we do that is through understanding and through application, because once you start to get the experience, you start to become convinced of it. And every time you become convinced of it, you become better at it, and you become better at it. And this is my invitation for you today, is to notice where your state of consciousness is today, and notice that you are always communicating with this field of creation, with this quantum field. We are always observing, we are always communicating, and the field is always responding to us, even when we're not paying attention. And this is where it's a full-time job of knowing and shifting your state of consciousness and maintaining it and keeping it to a level that will bring new experiences into your reality. And this is how you manifest from the quantum model of reality. As always, please like, share, subscribe. Let me know what you think in the comments down below, and I will see you in my next video. Be well.